Here are the 10 most desperate, hair-raising theories humans have ever dreamed up while staring at the night sky. But before we dive in, let's get one thing straight. Most of what follows are hypotheses, models, or scenarios extrapolated from modern physics, not ironclad prophecies. And once you've heard this, you may never look at the night sky the same way again. Don't say I didn't warn you. The zoo hypothesis. Why haven't we stumbled across any alien civilizations? Radio telescopes scan the sky around the clock, yet all they ever pick up is cold, dead, cosmic background radiation. The zoo hypothesis serves up an explanation that's simple yet spine-chilling. The universe isn't empty at all. Advanced civilizations sniffed out Earth long ago, and they've cordoned off our solar system as a kind of cosmic nature reserve. We're caged creatures, sealed in by a barrier we can't even see. Higher beings sit back in the shadows, coldly watching our wars unfold, our species multiply, our entire history play out, without ever lifting a finger to intervene. What chills me most about this theory is why they hold back. So here's the real question. What exactly are they waiting for? For us to evolve enough to earn a seat at the cosmic table? Or are they simply waiting to see if we tear each other apart first? Under this theory, humanity's proud march into space boils down to nothing more than a bird hurling itself again and again at a pane of glass it can't even perceive. The Fermi Paradox. The universe stretches out to mind-bending scales, yet it's silent as a tomb. The Milky Way alone packs in hundreds of billions of stars. Even with vanishingly slim odds of life taking hold, the universe should still be crawling with interstellar civilizations. Had even one species evolved just a few million years ahead of us, their ships should have swept across the entire galaxy by now. Yet, we see nothing. We hear nothing. Physicist Enrico Fermi's now famous question from 1950, "Where is everybody?" has grown into astronomy's most haunting riddle. Ever fired off a message into some massive group chat, watched the scene tally climb into the dozens, and gotten dead silence in return? That sting of being stonewalled, blown up to a cosmic scale, carries a quiet menace. This dead silence is a red flag. It's as if every great pioneering civilization got wiped off the map by some unseen force, without a single trace left behind. If they once existed, and have since vanished without a trace, what's lying in wait for us? 8. The Great Filter. The universe is staggeringly vast, so why haven't we spotted a single alien yet? The answer might be the Great Filter, a killing barrier that no civilization has ever managed to break through. Picture it this way. Every form of life's developmental path plays out like a survival game with countless rounds, but one round is brutal enough to knock out every single species that reaches it. So where do we stand in this game? The most chilling part is that we have no idea whether we've already cleared that fatal round or not. Two scenarios stand before us. Scenario 1. Good news. The wall sits behind us. If the killer round lies in the past, say the leap from single-celled organisms to intelligent humans, that would mean Earth got astronomically lucky pulling through it, and we're the only species left standing to keep climbing. Scenario 2. Brace yourself. The wall still looms ahead. If tomorrow we unearth even a trace of life, bacteria, nothing more, on Mars or any other planet, that would prove life springs up easily across the universe. Here's the gut punch. If life is that easy to spark, yet the universe still looks empty, the killer round can't be behind us. It's still lurking up ahead, waiting to snuff out the human race. Our current pace of technological growth ticks along like a time bomb. Runaway AI, nuclear weapons, climate collapse, any one of these could turn out to be the very face of the Great Filter as it closes in on us. 7. The Dark Forest Theory. Give away your coordinates, and you've signed your own death warrant on a cosmic scale. The universe plays out like a dark forest, where every civilization is a hunter clutching a rifle, stalking the others in total silence. Here's the crux of it. You can never tell whether the figure lurking nearby in the forest means you well or wants you dead. They might be friendly, they might be lethal, and you have no way to find out beforehand. Given that, the safest move, by cold logic, is shoot first, ask questions never. Snuff out every threat the second you spot it, rather than gamble on being snuffed out yourself. So if some civilization is reckless enough to broadcast "I'm here" to the cosmos and hand over its coordinates, what greets them won't be a warm welcome. It'll likely be an instant annihilating strike from whoever's been lying in wait, watching. This, the theory argues, is exactly why the universe stays so quiet. Not because no one's out there, but because everyone who's ever dared to speak up has already been erased. 6. The Big Crunch Hypothesis. Assuming the universe will keep ballooning outward forever, there's a hypothesis that flips that on its head. And while scientists now rank it as the least likely outcome, thanks to the discovery of dark energy, it's still worth knowing because it paints a suffocating picture of being crushed down to nothing. Here's the gist. If the energy currently driving the universe's expansion, dark energy, starts to fizzle out while gravity tightens its grip, the universe will stop expanding and start collapsing, like hitting rewind on an old tape. At that point, galaxies stop drifting apart and instead come barreling into each other at terrifying speed. Picture your ceiling slowly closing in on you, except this ceiling belongs to reality itself. The tighter space gets squeezed, the more the temperature spikes. Planets boil away. Stars melt into one another. In the end, the entire history of the cosmos, every galaxy, every civilization ever born, gets crushed back down into a single, infinitely tiny, infinitely scorching point, mirroring the instant the universe first sparked into being. No technology, however advanced, stands a chance of writing this one out. 5. The Black Hole Information Paradox. Humans have always fought to keep information alive, carving words into stone, penning books, raising monuments, all so what we've built doesn't vanish into oblivion. Science, quantum physics in particular, holds firm to one ironclad rule. Information in the universe never truly disappears, no matter how drastically its form shifts. But physicist Stephen Hawking uncovered something that rattles that rule to its core. Black holes, given enough time, leak energy out and slowly evaporate until they blink out of existence entirely. So the question becomes, once a black hole winks out, where does all the information it ever swallowed, stars, planets, anything that fell past its edge, actually end up? If that information truly vanishes for good along with the black hole, the universe is hiding a gaping flaw. Everything that's ever happened could be wiped out completely, as though it never happened at all. Scientists today have floated several theories, the holographic principle among them, trying to prove information never actually gets lost. It's just stashed away in some form we haven't cracked yet. But until this paradox gets nailed down for good, it lingers as an unsettling reminder. 4. The Big Rip Hypothesis. If the Big Crunch crushes the universe to death, the Big Rip kills it the opposite way, and even more savagely. The universe stretches out so violently it shreds everything inside it. Scientists know dark energy is shoving the universe to expand at an accelerating clip. Under certain mathematical models, built around what's dubbed phantom energy, if this expansive push keeps ramping up, it will eventually overpower even gravity, the very glue holding everything together. When that tipping point hits, everything gets torn apart in stages. Galaxy clusters rip away from each other first, then individual star systems and planets, then molecules, then atoms, and finally even the tiniest building blocks of matter, quarks, get shredded to bits. By some calculations, this could unfold roughly 22 billion years from now. That sounds impossibly far off, but the universe today clocks in at only about 13.8 billion years old, meaning we haven't even hit the halfway mark toward that moment yet. 3. Eternal inflation. Our universe might be nothing more than one bubble among countless endless ones. We love to assume the universe we inhabit is one of a kind, but the theory of cosmic inflation rips that comfort away. When the Big Bang first fired off, space behaved like a pot of water at a furious boil, churning out bubble after endless bubble, with each one blossoming into its own multiverse, running under its own laws of physics. And us? We're just one tiny speck of foam clinging to the inside of that pot. Stare down that kind of infinity, and if countless versions of the universe exist where every conceivable scenario is already playing out somewhere, then the rise and fall of every empire shrinks into insignificance. That infinity strips reality of anything special about it, and even our loftiest philosophies on human existence risk drowning, swallowed whole by an endless, overflowing void of redundancy. 2. False vacuum decay. One quantum leap could rewrite all of existence in an instant. Think the laws of physics are bulletproof? Quantum science begs to differ. After physicists pinned down the mass of the Higgs boson in 2012, they realized our universe might be stuck in a precarious holding pattern called a false vacuum, a metastable state. Picture the universe as a boulder teetering on a cliff's edge. It looks calm enough, but it could tip over and plunge into the valley below at any second. The moment quantum tunneling kicks in, a bubble of annihilating energy carrying brand new laws of physics will rip outward in every direction at light speed. This bubble would essentially reformat the universe's entire hard drive. Because it spreads at the speed of light, humanity wouldn't get so much as a millionth of a second to register what's happening. You could be mid-sip of your coffee, and boom, you and the entire galaxy get wiped clean off the map of reality. 1. Heat death. Throw in every variable you want. Thermodynamics still carves out the coldest epitaph of them all. This isn't just a hypothesis. It stands today as the most scientifically airtight scenario for how the universe meets its end. Under the second law of thermodynamics, disorder entropy within any closed system only ever climbs, never falls. Every ordered structure eventually crumbles. Even the brightest star eventually burns through its fuel. Far, far down the road, the very last star will flicker out for good. Even black holes will eventually fade away entirely through Hawking radiation. What's left behind is a universe drowned in unbroken black. No temperature differences survive, which means no flow of energy, no motion, no life. The entire cosmos settles into permanent stillness, its temperature creeping ever closer to absolute zero, minus 273.15 degrees Celsius. At that point, the very notion of time loses all meaning. Every memory, every war, every love, and every scrap of knowledge any civilization ever built will sleep forever, never to send out so much as a single ripple again.